What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we're out in the shop tonight. I just got in. It's after 11 o'clock. I've got some new steer tires I've had over here for 2 weeks. I need to get put on my truck. I've got 149,000 miles on these steer tires on there. I usually don't run them that long, but I've got brand new tires on my drives and my trailer, roughly brand new. So I usually swap my steer tires out when they get worn down some. I'll swap them out for the trailer tires or drive tires, whichever that I need tires, and I put brand new steer tires on the front. But since I already have brand new drives and steers, I decided to run these on down to minimum tread depth. And I've got one of them that's reached minimum tread depth to 430 seconds. The other side is about 630 seconds. It would still run a little while longer. And I can still swap these onto my drives and trailer at a later time. But anyway, we got these brand new tires here. We're gonna get them put on there tonight. And I went with nothing other than my favorite tire, Firestone FS 591 16 plies. I have had really good luck out of these tires since I started running them several years ago. It's the only thing I've been buying since I started running them. They wear good and everything. You know, it's always, they wear always wear pretty true and flat. It's the best ones I've tried, and so I decided to stick with them. They're not cheap. They're $630 a piece is what I paid for these. So definitely not cheap, but I'm not running any cheap Chinese steer tires. Just not going to happen. Second week 2022 DOT date on these, and we're going to get these put on there in just a second. For those of you guys who remember when I bought this white truck here, I guess it's been 150,000 miles ago, the tires that were on it were worn all, they was all whopped out stuff. It just wasn't worn evenly at all. I had all kind of comments telling me that the kingpins are bad, the truck was out of line. I checked everything. I did not line it up. I checked everything with a tape measure and stuff. Found nothing wrong with it. Put a new set of tires on it. My favorite set of tires, like that right there, 150,000 miles on them. So you figure out what the deal was. Whether either the tires that were on there, I'll show you them. Still got them sitting outside. I'll show them to you in a minute. Either those tires are no good, or they came off of another truck that was out of line or had bad kingpins, and the guy that sold me this truck swapped the tires and put them on here to sell the truck to get rid of them or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll take you out here and I'll show you the tires that come off of it for you guys that didn't see that video, or for the ones who don't remember. So, for those who don't remember, these were BF Goodrich 275/80 22.5s. I think this was actually the better one. And I stuck this on my old truck outside, is what I did, and took the tires off of it. They were good. So, anyway, that's the better one. I'm going to have to go around the other way. How well the camera's picking that up. But yeah, they're no good. So these are the tires that came off my white truck. So these are the tires we're pulling off right here. The Firestone FS 591s, just like I have some brand new ones over there to go on. And these have 149,000 miles on them. This is the worst one right here. And as I say, it's down to the minimum 430 seconds right there. The camera's picking that up or not. But anyway, that's what it is. And the one on the other side is actually still a little better. Yeah, it's about 630 seconds on that one. So it can still run for a little while longer, but we're gonna go ahead and put two brand new ones on there. If you're wondering what a new one is, 1830 seconds. So I'm not really in the mood to do this, but it needs to be done. And these stupid lug nut covers. This side has screw-on lug nut covers on it for whatever reason. They're not that great. The chrome is off of them. I guess they're better than the other side that has the push on. They don't stay on very well. We'll get these all broke loose here and get them off of there. If I could get this tire broke off of the wheel, I could change it without removing the wheel. But with the fairing and everything, I take all that off. It's usually just easier to go ahead and remove the wheel, the tire and all. That way I can set it on the floor and hit it with a big hammer and get the tire broken down. Yeah, I'm not much in the mood to be doing this tonight, but as I say, it needs to be done. So we got the Milwaukee 3/4. I do not have a fully charged battery on it because one of my batteries, I only have 2 Milwaukee batteries. One of them was on my bandsaw, the other one was left on the impact wrench, and neither were fully charged. So got the other one on charger. Maybe we'll get this off and we'll swap it out. I drove up on these boards here just to make it so you don't have to jack it up as high or as much. Just saves a little time. So we'll see if we can get this off. Since I've had this Milwaukee 3/4, I have not even used my 1-inch or anything on taking big truck lug nuts off. So anyway, I'll throw a link in the description if I remember, if it's something you might be interested in or whatever. Just jacking up one side at a time, doing one side at a time, and I do not have a jack stand under it because I'm not planning on getting under there. For all the safety sallies. DOT date on this one is 32/19, so that makes it about 2.5 years old, I suppose. Just get it off this way. I got a little bit of aluminum on the studs I'll have to clean off. But anyways, I know somebody's going to ask me, no, I do not balance the steer tires. I run a balancer right there on the front. Someone's going to say you must balance the steer tire. Well, I got news for you. 150,000 miles. You see what they look like, how smooth it's worn. They're not balanced. Now, you guys don't get up under there while I'm not watching. It'll fall on you. Alrighty, got our core removal tool here. So I just have some degreaser in that pump up sprayer, and that sprayer is about bad. The degreaser eats the seals up in them. I use that stuff to wash my truck stuff with, but it works good when you're trying to break a tire down. It'll go down in between there. Just makes it easier to break down and get off the wheel. I just use these two short bars right here to break these down with. The longer bars are better I needed some bars one day to break that tire down. All that Tractor Supply had was these. They were the only thing that was open. That's how I wound up with these. And I can't never think to pick up anymore. So that's the reason I got the short bars instead of the long ones. I just use a 12-pound sledgehammer usually to break the tire down off the wheel with. Seems to work 99% of the time. No reason to go spend, you know, $100 something on a whatever they call it, duckbill hammer or whatever for breaking these down. At least I don't think so. Okay, so we about got all the air out of it. Let's give her a hit and see if it'll come up. Yep. Flip it over to the other side. And we'll be ready to top her off the wheel. Yeah, this freight here ain't doing too good. Not at all. A little bit of tire soap on a brush. To aid in the installation. Some people like to line up the dot with the valve stem or whatever. I have not found it to make a huge amount of difference on a good quality tire, anyways. Different strokes for different folks, as they say. Had somebody comment one time, wonder why I use 2 pry bars instead of 1. The answer is, that's just what way works best for me. Most times. Too big of a bite there. There we go. Alrighty, that one's ready to air up and put back on. These usually will air up without the bead blaster. Let's see if that's the case today. I'll get just a little bit of air in it and I'll put it back on the truck, finish airing it up. Alright, so I've not put the valve core back in it yet. You get more air in it with it out. I think this is going to go ahead and air up. These Firestones usually do. You get one off-brand tire or something that they've been stacked up in the warehouse or something a long time, and the inside sink together and you got to use a bead blaster on. We got it seated. We'll stick it back on the truck, put the lug nuts back on it, finish airing it up. That way, should it explode or something, that the tire and wheel will be contained on the truck. Since I don't have a cage, it's the safest way to do it. We don't always do it that way, but I'm definitely not going to stand beside them. I have, just left them like that, and I'll walk outside or something while they're airing up. No, I'm not taking the sticker off. It'll come off on its own. Alright guys, we got her back on there, letting it air up from a safe distance. And we'll check it in a little bit. I usually run about 125 in these. It's either 16 ply. Some people say that's a little bit much, but it ran 150,000 miles, so I say it's working pretty well so far. Alright guys, well that's a wrap. Told you it was going to be quick. There's the 2 tires beside me in the floor. I'm tired. I'm going in the house, watch a little bit of YouTube, and get some sleep. Get ready for tomorrow. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next video.